Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Sub Setups. This time round it's episode 2, and in case you missed the first one, this is a series where I'm taking your builds that you're submitting to me and I'm just using them and giving you my thoughts and opinions, and we're actually pitting them against each other as well. Just like last time, I want to make it perfectly clear, these builds have nothing to do with me. I've amended them in no way. It's exactly as you send them to me. I will drift them as they come. This week, it's been submitted to me by Balyanak. I believe I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, please let me know down in the comment section. But they've decided to get in contact and send me the build that they've created for the GT86 Gr.4 car. But before we get into this build, I do just want to say a massive thank you to all of you that have already submitted your setups for me to check out. I've had a lot already, which is great. I didn't expect to get quite the response I did. But honestly, it's fantastic, and working my way through them is really good fun. I have had quite a few messages asking how it is that you get in contact with me and how you actually send over the setups. So I thought I'd just touch on that now quickly. The best two ways to do it, and the ways most people have got through to me so far, is using PlayStation itself and using the messaging app. If you just send over a screenshot of the setups as they are, give me your name obviously, and whatever else you want to do, whether you want to link up the actual livery as well, I can use that on the video. That's completely your choice. The other way is to use my Instagram, which is @BeastedGaming. Get in contact with me on there and just DM me again some pictures over, and I can work with those from there as well. So just like last time, what I'm going to do first is take Balyanak's build out onto the Gr.4 Drift trial. That is a real tongue twister, don't try and say that yourself. And try and score as many points as possible. Now this is just a friendly competition, it was just something that I thought I'd put in here. Don't worry if your cars come out worse than the other ones. You've got to bear in mind it's only me driving them. I'm not as used to them as you are. But what I do is I always film this right at the end of filming everything else. So I have got relatively used to the car as it is. So what you're now seeing is the best run that I got with this car. Now the rules are exactly the same as last time as well. I get 5 minutes to do as many attempts as I possibly want within that 5 minutes. So some of them I don't finish if it's going really badly, whatever else. I just try and race through them. Whatever is the best score within that 5 minutes is what I post onto this board. So there we have it, Balyanak's GT86 Gr.4 car sets a very respectable score of 9,870. Now that's definitely not easy on this course. It doesn't quite beat Cade's previous score, but like I say, very respectable in itself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to the settings now. There is one thing that I would change with this build, which actually I did try after doing this, and I got a lot more points doing it. But what I'll do is I'll go through that within the settings and give you my thoughts there. Okay, so these are Balyanak's settings exactly as they were sent over to me. The only thing that has changed between these settings I'm about to show you and the original photos is that the photos that were sent over were in kilometers per hour. I've actually done this all in miles per hour. The only reason I've done that is to keep it consistent here on the channel. I normally show you all my setups in miles per hour. So what I actually did was, when I was inputting them all, I had my settings on kilometers per hour, and all I did was switch it straight over to miles per hour once I was done. So this is giving you exactly the same readings as you would have got if you'd put it in kilometers an hour anyway. So let's get on with this anyway. So with this setup, what they've done is taken it up to level 3 and to 138% with the power there, which will give you 495 brake horsepower. Weight reduction wise, it's been taken to level 2 and dropped to 79% there, which will give you 948 kilograms. Traction control is set to 0. Now for this one, they've gone for comfort softs, both front and rear. The brake balance is set to 0. Ride height wise, you've got 85 on the front and 95 on the rear. The natural frequency on the front is set to 2.7 and on the back it's 2.6. Anti-roll bar on the front there is set to 2 and the rear is set to 8. Compression and rebound remain the same there at 60, 60 and 90 and 90. Camber angle wise, on the front it's just 0.5 and on the back is 1. And the toe angle is set out 0.3 on the front and in 0.3 on the rear. Moving down to the downforce there, it's just been dropped all the way to the bottom, so 150 on the front and 450 on the back. The differential has been played with, so set it to fully customized and set it to 38 for the initial torque. The acceleration sensitivity, I can't speak for some reason, is set to 48. The LSD braking sensitivity is set to 30. And transmission wise, this is the important bit as well, you set the max speed there to 168, and I'll just freeze on this section for a little while in case they have changed, because I can't actually remember, but just make sure you copy everything over from that into your setups, but it needs to be set to miles per hour. Now, having used this build extensively for quite a while actually, getting these clips and bits together, I could honestly say it is so consistent. If you follow every single setting here that Balyanak's put in, you won't be disappointed. But like I said before, there is one thing that I found better when I changed it. Now, this series obviously is all about showcasing exactly what you guys like to use, which is what I'm trying to do here. But for me personally, and I think for a few of you out there, when you use this setup, you may want to change the tyres. Being comfort soft, obviously it grips well, considerably more than most of the drift builds I certainly put out normally, and you find yourself having to throw it into the corners very hard. But what I'll say is, as soon as I change those tyres, the build is just so consistent, and it's so easy to use. And honestly, what you've come up with here is so much better than the 86 build that I put out a long time ago now. I think this is, it's just very good. But like I say, Balyanak uses the soft tyres, so give that a go to start with. It's all about what they're using, and just see how you get on with it. But at the same time, if you have any problems with it, try changing the tyres. It worked for me, and I just found it even easier to use. So once again, a massive thank you to all of you that have actually submitted your setups for me to look at. I will be getting to them as soon as I possibly can. I have found out recently we've got another GT Sport update coming this month, so there's going to be more cars to cover as well, but I will get to them as soon as I can. As always, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. I've got content like this coming out all the time. Also, give the video a like. It really helps the channel grow when you do, and I could do with all the help I can get. And make sure you use the comment section to let Balyanak know exactly what you think of the build. It's always great for anybody to get feedback, and I'm sure they would welcome it with open arms. So please do it, and I'd like to see your thoughts on it as well. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. There's going to be plenty more like this coming in the future. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you all on the next one.